The village of Vilella Alta needs a new mayor, but there was only one candidate, and residents have seen no trace of him around town.
He was just on the list. He never introduced himself.
He doesn't even know where his village is.
Had he been elected mayor, that candidate, José Luis Fernandez, would hold sway over Vilella Alta's 150 residents. His offices would be in the town hall. But his mayoral dreams here in the province of Tarragona in southern Catalonia have been shattered. These three women know the village and its people well. They were born here and they plan to stay. They take care of the church and prepare everything for Mass, which is read by a priest from a neighboring community.
We all help one another. But there are disadvantages. Everyone knows everything, who's done what, who left, who's come back.
The women doubt that an outsider could adapt to the village's customs.
We would have been stuck with someone we don't know, even if he'd only received a single vote. But because no one voted, he couldn't win.
The Conservatives nominated Fernandez, but they probably knew he had little chance of winning. Their candidate hails from the Canary Islands, 2,000 kilometers away. All 112 registered voters in the village boycotted the election.
I always bring the ballots to Tarragona. When I arrived, they asked if I was from the village. I said yes. They said they'd like to see it someday, since it's very unusual for no one to vote.
The election boycott in Vilella Alta became national news. But that's only half the story, says Manuel Fortuño. As an independent, he serves as a local councilman, and he'll have to stay on for now.
If the list had included candidates from the village, 70 or 80% would have turned out to vote.
The problem is, none of the residents actually want to run for mayor.
It's a great deal of responsibility that involves hours of work, travel, a whole series of things. When it comes to criticizing, everyone gets involved, but no one wants to do the job themselves. Certainly it's nicer to stay back with the crowd than be the toreador out front.
Just one vote could have seen the candidate from the Canary Islands become mayor. But some wonder whether Fernandez would have even come to the village. Jean Figueres says the election was all about money.
That's always the case with Spanish local elections. The parties nominate phantom candidates and collect €250 for each one. I'm sure they've nominated candidates in every small village throughout Spain.
The boycott has cast a shadow over the village, and amid the uproar, the press hasn't heard much from the old mayor. But he'll still have to find interim leaders who make sure things get done in the village.
I spoke with a man from the south. He said there'd been a transitional administration there for the past 3 terms, and everything's been going fine.
And there's little reason to think things won't continue to run smoothly in Vilella Alta, mayor or no mayor.